Hey yogis, welcome to my channel. My name is Hu. Today I'm going to take you through a full body yoga stretch. Please have 2 blocks somewhere nearby the mat. Let's start in a child pose with a side bend. First, do a wide child pose, big toes together, knees apart. Instead of folding straight down in front of us like we normally do, we're gonna walk the hands over to the left side of the mat and reach out as long as you can through the right fingertips as you fold down, letting your forehead rest on the mat and taking some deep breath. Let your hips melt down towards your heels, really lengthen out through the right side of your waist. 5 breaths. Just melt down here. Let your inhale be just as long as the exhale, letting it travel all the way down to the low belly. Very gently walk your palm, your chest, your head, all the way towards the right side of your mat. Reach out as long as you can through the left fingertips. Keep pushing into your left hip so it doesn't lift off the legs. Come all the way back to center. We are gonna lift up, tabletop pose. Palms under your shoulders and knees under your hips. Coming into thread a needle. Inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky, open your chest, and then exhale, thread arm underneath you. Let your ear and shoulder come down to the mat. Just push a little into that left palm to twist a little bit deeper. Push into your left palm to come back, and we will switch sides. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, thread it on the shoulder and ear. You can push into your right hand. Push into your right palm. Lift back up and simple curl your toes underneath. Let your hips rock back onto your heels, so a deep toe stretch here. Toe squat. You can reach your arms all the way forward and up, then to the sides and back. So just big circles with the arms here, and then reverse the direction of your circles. So arms can go as far back as you can, get them forward and down, and then let's release. We are gonna come into our first downward facing dog. Make sure you have your blocks on their highest level to the outer edge of the mat, and then curl your toes under and lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Make any movements and adjustments here that feel good in your downward dog. Think of curling your tailbone up, drawing your navel in. Let's extend the right leg up to the sky, bend your right knee, open up your hip, big stretch here. And then step the foot forward in between your hands to the top of the mat. Bring your palms onto the blocks on their highest level. As you inhale, you're gonna drop the hips as low as you can, get them open the heart. Exhale, straighten the front leg and fold down. 2 more. Inhale. Really slow. And exhale. Last one. As you fold and now bend into that front knee, you're gonna spin your back heel down parallel to the short edge of your mat. Warrior 2. Arms extend out as you bend into your front knee. You want to squeeze it open. Let's reverse. Into your extended side angle. Either letting your arm rest on your side, or you can bring the palm down to a block or down to the floor, reaching the left bicep along your ear, a big diagonal line from the left fingertips all the way to your left foot. and circle the left fingertips down to the mat. Lift your back heel off the ground, and you can toe heel your right foot a little wider. Both palms are to the inside of your leg, and then back knee can come down to the mat. We are gonna hang out here in a lizard pose. 5 deep breaths. You have the option of coming down onto the forearms or onto some blocks, just really melting the hips down. Try to release any tension from your neck and from your shoulders. Slowly lift back up on your hands. Step the right foot back next to the left, and we will find downward facing dog. Switching sides. Inhale, left leg rises up to the sky. Exhale and step it through, coming up onto your blocks. Just so you have a little bit more space with this one. Inhale, let the pelvis be heavy, open the chest. Exhale, straighten your front leg, push into the back heel as you fold. Moving with your breath. 2 more. Last one. Inhale, bend the front knee. Exhale, straighten that leg. We're coming to Warrior 2. A little bit spin your back heel parallel to the shorter edge of the mat. Push into the feet. Let that lift you up. Squeezing that front knee open, Warrior 2. Let's reverse. Right hand down, left arm up into your extended side angle. Left hand can maybe come onto a block, maybe down on the mat, or you can always prop yourself on your thigh. Try to roll your right shoulder. Right fingertips come down, back into your lizard pose. Lift the back heel up. Lift the left foot a little bit over to the side before letting that back knee come down. And maybe coming down on your forearms, owning if that's okay for your hips. And make sure it's not too much. 5 deep breaths here. Come back up onto the palms. Tuck your back toes under the step. Downward facing dog. From this downward facing dog, let's come forward into your plank pose. Lower all the way down to your belly. Take a little cobra. Inhale, push into the palms. Keep your elbows in. Think of pulling your heart forward here. Really broadening through the chest and your heart. Exhale, lowering all the way down. Inhale to cobra. Let's just take 1 more like this. And let's release. Tabletop pose onto hands and knees. From your tabletop pose, just make sure you are keeping your hips directly over the top of your knees. Take your puppy pose stretch. Walk your hands out in front of you. Melt the forehead and the chest down to the ground. Come back up, walk the hands back. From this tabletop pose, you're going to kick your right heel up to the sky and drop your belly. Lift your gaze. So there's a little bit of back bend here. And you might just stay as you are. If you'd like to go further, you can lean on your right hand. Reach your left hand back so you can catch a hold of the foot. And you want to push the foot into the palm to lift up through the hearts. It should feel a really nice stretch through your shoulder, through the chest. Very carefully let that go around the contract. We'll go to the other side. Kick your left heel up, drop the belly, lift the gaze, little back bend here. If you'd like, you can progress further onto the foot. Lift it up. very slowly release. Keep your toes point back behind you, around, and contract here. You can come up onto the fingertips, and we're gonna let our hips come all the way back to the heels. Bring your fingertips back and see if you can lift the shins and knees off the mat, stretching through the front of the feet into ankles. Open through the heart and let's release. Swing your legs out in front of you, and I'm gonna turn to face you. You can bring your right foot in, extend your left leg out, so opening out wide like a straddle shape. Find your side bend first, so left hand goes down your leg, right arm extends up and go all the way over, big side body stretch. Inhale to lift back up. Plant your right hand down, swing your left arm up and over. As you lift the hips and exhale, set your hips down. This time, let's fold towards the left shin and left knee. Coming all the way up, let's switch sides. Bring your left foot in, right leg out, side bend first. Left arm up and over. Try to roll your left shoulder back, lengthen out of your waist, pushing down into your sit bones. Coming up, plant the left hand down and reach your right arm up and over as you lift the hips. And exhale, set your hips down. Face towards your shin and towards your knees as you fold on. Lift back up. For these short classes, because we are not doing too much for too long, I'd like to end them in a closing meditation. You're welcome to lay down for Shavasana, the corpse pose. We'll all get in a position that is comfortable, where we can close our eyes, lengthen the crown of the head up, so the spine is tall and long, no compression anywhere. You simply observe. Notice how you feel now as opposed to when you first step onto your mat. We'll bring the palms together at the front of the heart. Find something to be really proud of within yourself. And remember, there's nothing to prove. And bowing forward. Namaste. Thank you so much, yogis, for doing this very quick, full body stretch. I hope you feel really good. Namaste.